right, baby cakes. I got your favorite flavor of ice cream, the Melancholy CDs, because you cannot be looking at Spotify at a time like this, and some DVDs of your... Look, this is a baby cakes moment. Sweetie and Han have been ruined by the insincerity of strangers, and darling, it's just too coy. This is a baby cakes moment. Baby cakes is instinctual, a way of life even. You are a baby cakes, soft and lumpy and sweet. Just maybe a little bit too darn sweet for this damned world. Oh, look at you. It's still so tender, isn't it? I almost want to ask where it hurts, like I'm some sort of love doctor who can cure you with 3 hugs a day. It makes a girl want to cry, but you don't. First rule of breakups, first rule of life, you never let them see you cry. You didn't, right? You didn't. Please tell me you didn't. Well, you're doing better than me. On my 3rd breakup, I cut my bangs with my mama's own rusty kitchen scissors. You'd think by the 8th I wouldn't be screaming his name till the neighbors called the cops, but oh, baby cakes, you'd be wrong. You would be wrong. I think you could call me, like, the heartbroken harlot or something. The sitch bitch. I run through the alphabet when it comes to boys and girls of all walks of life breaking it off with me, and when I reach Z, I swear to God, I just run through the whole alphabet all over again. It's like with hurricanes. Actually, it's a lot like hurricanes. Stormy, messy, at least one Katrina in the lineup, gradually getting more and more disastrous in the wake of an ever-coming climate change. Haha, I kid. It's good to kid at times like these, but this is no laughing matter. If there is anyone, and I mean anyone, who is made to help you through this breakup, and any future breakups, it's me, the messiest bitch you have on speed dial. I know what I am, and you know what I also know? It's that recognizing that you have a problem is the first step to solving it. I've just been in that first step stage for a few months. Actually, a while now. But I'm not here to solve my problems. I'm here to totally and completely ignore my problems and solve yours for you instead. Some people would call that completely and totally avoiding the subject. But you know what I call it? Being a good friend. And besides, you can't get revenge while keeping a spotless reputation, so kinda back into a corner here. So, baby cakes, angel dust, shit, fuck. Look, man, I should ask before I keep running my mouth. Are you in the, numbing the pain at the expense of your liver stage of the breakup, or, like, the problem-solving stage? Because I'm prepared to get trashy. And prepared to get, honestly, pretty classy with it. But I'm also ready to be kind. If all you want to do is eat the greasiest pizza or drop away from a health code violation and watch Legally Blonde on the couch until our legs atrophy, I am ready to give up the rest of my life to do that. But if you want to be productive with all this and figure out where you go from here, you want to hear my advice? Actually, it's my mama's advice. The one she passed down to me rather loudly now that I think about it. after she wrestled those kitchen scissors from my hands. Now, you know what it was? Well, she actually said quite a bit. A lot of it was, go and fix your makeup. You're acting crazy. Start acting like a lady. I raised you better. Gotta keep it together. Sort of vibes, you know? It never really felt specific when she was screaming that it was just a breakup when I was like 17, you know? She just wanted me to fall in line. Powder your nose, paint your toes, line your lips, and keep them closed. Cross your legs. She really wanted me to cross my legs. Dot your eyes. All that ugly, busy work to come out of the bathroom not looking like a squealing hog over some guy named Brayden before Dad got home. Because he was never going to understand, and that's its own problem, but she might have been right. It's a breakup. It's heart-wrenching and soul-killing. It's seeing the girl you thought you could buy a ring for become a stranger to you and shut that door forever. But it's worse. So much worse now. Because she can't even give you the same benefit of doubt a stranger would. She knows you're awful. Because she's seen you be awful. And then you feel off for forever thinking someone could love you from the start. And you feel awful enough to think that could never even happen again, because how could it? You're bisexual, right? You like everyone, right? But nobody likes you. I mean, they do. They do at first, but then it happens. And it's slow, right? It's buying a piano, the blue. Wanting to get a cat but never fully committing. Getting high and asking her to marry you 6 months in because it's the longest relationship you've ever had in your life and you can't even remember what it was even like without her. And you've only been dating her this year, and then she pulls away. That's slow too. Slow enough for you to barely notice it as she goes to bed at 11 p.m. and stops wanting to go out with you, and you already know it's because she's tired of being seen with you. The loudmouth who has to have something to say in every situation. The class clown who has to make everyone laugh. The kid who never grew up on her arm. Like she's a prize anybody else would want to claim. But if you have to face the fact that such a thing is true, that you really are the burden everyone always knew you were, it would tear you up inside. Maybe even tear you apart. So you push and prod, and you pull and you poke, and she's out the door, and next thing you know, she's at a Halloween party dressed as one half of a couple's costume she doesn't even know the name of. And she goes out to the balcony for a smoke. And you know you've pushed her too far. And maybe checking in on her wouldn't be the breaking point usually, but just how you open the sliding door. It's like nails on a chalkboard to her. So naturally, the rest of your half-confident, half-apology run-on sentence followed up by, I didn't know you still smoked, just guaranteed that she'd walk out that door and out your life forever. But you still said it. All because you didn't know how to say anything else. you are still stupid enough to keep the ring in your pocket. But it's a breakup. You watched your sun and moon and stars saunter away in a haze of blue raspberry smoke and red sequins left in her wake. But when you woke up in a pile of your weed dealer's laundry, it was the next day, and your headache was so bad that you had to sleep off that hangover into the night. The stars and moon and sun didn't abandon the sky, they're just not really mine anymore. But who's to say if they ever were to begin with, right? And as long as the stars and sun and the yellow honeyed moon hang in the sky, it means there are long days ahead of you. Long nights as well, but they'll keep on coming. One after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, and soon, or later, you stop noticing. The sun rises and the sun falls, and it all passes you by as a flicker if you let it. But then you don't. You get up, you brush yourself off, and you find yourself wistful for the quiet dignity of a Kennedy, even when Camelot went down in flames. For now you must let yourself fully feel. But you get a grip and bite your lip, just to save a little face. And you keep on going. I think my mama came from a softer generation. You couldn't get upset in those days, or else they'd make it so you could never even feel again. But I don't think she's wrong all the time. The breakup is fresh, the wound so clearly on your mind, but if you let them know that they've gotten to you, then they win. They get to live with the knowledge that you're more obsessed with them now than when you had them. And that would destroy me. The idea that my own self-pity could trump my own love. To be rendered a husk like that by their eyes, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So, the best revenge is living well and all that. And we're in the best position to do just that. In fact, how could we be better equipped? We've got the girly poppiest DVDs, and DVDs mean bonus features, so of course we're watching those, and snacks, and Oh. Of course. Can't get revenge and keep a spotless reputation. Sometimes revenge is the choice you gotta make. I'm sure the sporting goods store is still open. Want to take a Louisville Slugger to both headlights? Slash a hole in all 4 tires? Carve your name into the leather seats? It's not like this is my mama's broken heart after all. It's yours. What'll it be, stud?